Eyes to Matthews, to McCabe one-timer! And we are back and dropping the puck on a new episode of the NHL26 Toronto Maple Leafs franchise. As now, we're going on a bit of a West Coast Western Conference road trip, traveling to the Seattle Kraken, then the Canucks, then the Flames, as we look to close out the month of January and end up in the Olympic break. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play all the way up to and through the Olympic break. Take a pause here. What I'm going to do is probably going to send Cowan back down to the AHL to get a lot of extra games while the big leagues are on break, as the best players in the world go to represent their country in a rink and stadium that might not be finished. Because how? I don't know. Gonna be honest, no idea how you're not prepared to put on a production as big as the Olympics, and Joseph Woll allows an early power play goal. Lovely start. Another one, Mason Marchment buries one, and now we allow a shorthanded goal. Because why not? Okay. Nick Waugh gets one by Joey Decord to make it 3-1. Genuinely curious about why and how this happened. Chris Tanev hammers one from the blue line. Matthew Knies, William Nylander. The span of about 2 minutes, we get 3 goals to storm ahead and take the lead. David Kemp fires one. John Tavares. And they've pulled the cord. Wow. So this is what happens when you get up for a game and don't let the other team scoring 3 goals quickly bury you. Pacioretty, the coach, gets one on the power play. And now it's a 6-4 contest. Both teams have pulled their goalies. And it's now 8-4. Absolute fireworks. Oh my. Well, 8-4 is your final score. We scored 5 in the second period. Nylander 3 points, Tavares 2, Stolars. Phenomenal performance. 25 saves, 961 save percentage off the bench is your third star of the evening. And so with Stolars having a phenomenal performance off the bench last game in Seattle, we're giving him the start in Vancouver as we continue our Western Conference road trip. A lot less exciting than the Seattle game, as it looks like we're going to head into the first intermission deadlocked at 0-0. Back to the Olympic rink. It's a little bit smaller. I'm willing to chalk that up to the metric system against Imperial, because I think if you measure the ice in meters, it's actually like round whole numbers. Carlo gives us the opening goal, and we take a 1-0 lead into the third period. But like, I don't know how the stadium's gonna look, concessions, like stuff that, you know, when they're on the ice doesn't really matter. Max Domi goes to the net and makes our lead 2-0. Stuff that, you know, in the grand scheme of things probably doesn't matter for playing a game on the ice. But it's the Olympics. Like, what are we doing here? As we win 2-0 in Vancouver. Stolars 29 save shutout is the first star. Demko 26 saves, 928 percentage is the second star. Carlo 1 goal is the third. But, like, genuinely speaking, I can't even start my rant. And Ekholm buries one against Wolf from the blue line to give us the early lead. We get a power play. It doesn't go. Calgary gets a power play. We're able to kill it. Stolars getting another start for this game, leaving Woll to start in net against the Edmonton Oilers tomorrow night, as we wrap up our West Coast trip, or Western Conference trip, not even really the coast, with a tour of Alberta. Kirkland ties it up 1-1 against Stolars. We get a power play. We can't score. Time winding down, we'll hop in and play. Why not? And it's going to be 1-1 for the third. And Matthews loses the draw. Kadri to Uyghur. Nice. Intercepts the pass and gets hammered, losing it. Calgary turning up the ice. Frost passed it right to McCabe, taking it away, turning up the ice to Riley, to Domi, having a bit of a step, driving across, trying to pass, can't. Loose puck along the boards. Nice with the nice forecheck, picks it up. What happened there? I don't know. We're going to try to change. Everybody is Nyes is going to pick it up, spin around, buy some time. Getting it over to Nylander. Dancing. Why are our defensemen so high up? Kadri in close. Save by Stolars. So that was bad. Stolars in the top 10 for save percentage. In this world for us, still without a contract extension. Trying to dangle him as trade bait. It's not going great. Slap shot, save. Stolars passes it to Carlo. Getting it to Nylander, attacking up the ice. Ouch. And Calgary taking the puck, circling around, gonna regroup. Ekholm throwing the stick, forcing the dump in. Tavares trying to pursue Carlo. Big hit, big save. Stolars. Rebound shot, save, pushed aside into the boards. Ekholm pursuing and missing, driving up close, loose puck. Flurry of shots, saved, passing it around. Stolars, great. Save again. Ekholm just trying to get in the way. We're gassed. Everybody's gassed. Cover that, Stolars. Let's make a change. Lawton lines up for the draw. Needing a big win. We can't get it. Uyghur sending it to Anderson. Blocked by Joshua. Follow-up shot. Hits another body. Ekman-Larsson, nice check. Trying to pin him along the boards. Tanev gets pushed off. Puck gets loose to Uyghur. Shot goes off Waz's stick. And into the net. Into the netting, not the net. That would be bad. Lawton losing the draw. Uyghur rips it. And we trail. We need a face-off win, and no one could get it for us. And follow-up draw, we lose. Lorentz trying to get it. Uyghur to Backlund. Riley, nice check. Cowan grabbing the puck, turning up the ice, sending it to Riley, giving him some time and some space. Riley turning, losing the puck. Lorentz forechecking, not much. We're trying to get a bit of a change. Domi out there playing defense. Nice poke check. Why is no one getting the puck? That was almost bad. Nice save by Stolars. Puck kicked out. Domi driving up, turning to Nyes. Saved. Nyes to Matthews, to McCabe, one-timer. Ties it up. He has 11 goals? That was almost 102 miles an hour on the slap shot for McCabe. Matthews and Nyes pick up the key assists. Kemp wins that draw. Riley gets it. Just going to dump that in. Kemp's going to chase, and Kadri's just going to beat him. Lorentz, nice check. Trying to force the puck loose. Can't. Kemp being annoying with the stick, forcing it loose. I like it. Lorentz gets the puck, and we're going to rip it around. Cowan. Ow. Kind of didn't think we'd get there in time. Kadri skating down. Riley pursuing, missing. Frost. Shot saved by Stoli. Sending it over to Domi. McCabe. Back to Domi. Turning, shooting. Saved. Kemp. Nice poke check. McCabe went for the change. Ekholm hammers him. Nyes with the nice hit. Frost skating in. Gets a stick. Gets a shot off. And Stolars makes the save. Trying to thread the needle. Uyghur picks it off. Oh, Nyes got all skate there. Oh, that's a bad time to take a penalty. Lawton losing the draw. Uyghur shot. Hits a body. Kemp trying to drive. Kind of playing keep away. That was a really weak shot attempt. Oh, this is bad. Carlo defending the 2-on-1. Gets the stick. Stolars makes the save. Cowan trying to just dump the puck down. Anderson picks it up to Uyghur. To Farabee. Skating down. Carlo blocks the pass. Ekholm getting it to Cowan. Has the defender turn around. Doesn't have the speed himself. Turns, circles back. Shoots. Saved. Pursuing again along the boards. Forcing the pass. Tavares picking it up. Shot. just doesn't get a chance. Ekholm shot. Cowan went for the tip. No dice. A minute left on the power play. Huge body check from Carlo. And Tavares picking up the puck. Firing it up to Nicholas Waugh. Skating in, trying to just kill as much time as we can here. Can we get a new defensive pairing out there, please? And we're just going to dump that around. Uyghur's going to pick it up, and we will try to live to fight another day. Carlo dumping it in. I don't know if anyone's offsides there. Nice check from Waugh. Forcing the face-off. And Lawton losing the draw pretty heavily. Dang. Huberdeau carrying it down. Nice poke. Keeping it out of the zone. Offsides. Lawton lays a hit. 19 seconds left on the advantage. Lawton lining up. Losing the draw. Laying the hit. Popping the helmet off. Oh no. We turned it over. Frost skating in. Saved. Tanev to Kempf. Skating up. And the guy without the bucket got off the ice. To Lawton. Slap shot. The Scott Lawton special. Slap shot. One-timer goal. On the penalty kill. Under 2 minutes. Lawrence losing the draw. Power play over. Riley, huge hit. Nyes out of the box, picks it up to Lawrence. And sending it over to Waugh. We're just trying to kill as much time as possible. Oh, that's bad. And we lost it. We are trying to get the Tavares line out there. Kadri skating in. Ekman-Larsson getting it. Giving it to Tavares. Getting crushed. Able to chip it down. Michelli in pursuit. No dice. Lomberg over to Pospisil. Hit by Ekman-Larsson. Tanev gets it. Over to Michelli. Over to Tavares. Way too much traffic. Ow. He's gassed. Backlund skating in. Stolar's big save. Take that to a face-off. 26 seconds. Matthews losing it. Bean. No. We put our best player out there because we needed a face-off. Couldn't get it. And now it's tied. Domi with the poke check. Thought we had an opportunity there. Didn't. Zary skating in. And passed. Forced away. Matthews picking it up. Getting it to McCabe, who's going to lead the charge here. 11 goal scorer, Jake McCabe. Nothing. Well, to overtime we go. Unless, no, don't you dare. Don't you dare. To overtime we go. Tavares and Nylander. And Tavares loses the draw. Nylander pursuing Tavares, getting it over to Ekholm. Back to Tavares to Nylander. Skating, has a bit of a step. Passing, Tavares puts it away. Bit of a bumpy road there. Lost the draw. Recovered well. Great back check. Great playmaking ability. Nylander attacking space with speed. Tavares going to the net. Puts it away. 2 assists for the rookie who represented Canada at the World Juniors. Man, those wrist shots from the point were killing us. Scott Lawton, 2 points and a hit, second star. Wish we were better in the face-off circle. We got absolutely smoked there, 42-27, not close at all. But we recovered. The shorthanded goal was a huge momentum swing. And Ekholm, 2 points and 2 hits. First star, including a very solid play on the OT winner. And now we're going to conclude the road trip before the Olympic break with a trip to Edmonton, where Dakota Joshua, it's been a while since I've said his name, gets one by Skinner. To open up the scoring, we trade some power plays. It all washes out. Score still 1-0 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Edmonton, dangerous power play, gets another look. We get another kill, which is very nice to see. You'll love to see it. We take a 1-0 lead into the intermission. Second period starting. A whole lot of nothing. Bobby McMahon revenge game. Oh my goodness. It's the McMahon. It's the Robertson revenge game. Kempf with the shorthanded goal gives us the lead again, 2-1. And it's Ekholm's return to Edmonton. I forgot about that. Let's hop in, play the third period. It's a 1-goal game. See some familiar faces, and we play Ekholm's return. Shots pretty even. Matthews and McDavid line up, and Matthews loses the faceoff. Wallman skating down to Roslovic to McDavid. Oh my goodness. And there's Draisaitl. There's Bouchard. Turned it over to Carlo, to Domi. Matthews hammering Bouchard. Roslovic hit by Matthews. Grabbing the puck. Not a one-timer. Slap shot from point blank range. Buries it. 38th goal of the year. All before the Olympic break. What a play. Matthews, huge body check, keeping the pressure up, separating the player from the puck, brings it up close, takes a page out of Scott Lawton's book, and just hammers a slap shot. Matthews, third in the league in goals, 3 back from Pasternak, leading the way with 41 for the Boston Bruins. Tavares lines up in the circle, wins the draw. Ekholm firing to Tavares. Dancing around, off the backboards. Nylander, Ekholm, Carlo, back to Ekholm, losing it. No, Carlo, get up, buddy. That's definitely McDavid. Nice stick. Way to play. That was dangerous. Defensive zone draw. Tavares loses it. Cycling around. Kulak saved. McCabe, breakout pass to Tavares. Skating up, getting it to Michelli, taking a shot, saved. Tavares picks it up, back to Riley. One-timer saved by Skinner. Gonna do our best to rotate the lines around, and, might not always make sense, but we want to give guys different looks. Kempf losing the draw. Cowan, nice check. Nugent Hopkins skating down over to Hyman. Tanev poking at it, picking it up, getting it to Lorentz. Skating up, attacking space. Trying to dance. Yeah, this isn't going good. Tanev's just going to take a slap shot. Nurse almost put it back in his net. Kempf, nice hit. Nugent Hopkins hammered by Tanev. Puck goes to Hyman. Skating in, entering the zone. Lorentz, nice stick work. And Kempf over to Cowan. Losing the puck somehow. Okay. And we're going to send it back in with Easton Cowan, the rookie. Getting it over. Nice shot, saved. Nick Robertson losing it, but gets it to Draisaitl. Kulak skating down over to Henrique. Cowan. Shoot. Nick Robertson. Denied. Follow-up shot. Who has that? I don't know. Cowan has it from behind his net. No, Cowan loses it. That's a rookie play. Thank you, Joseph Woll. Lawton lines up, losing the draw. Henry Thrun. I forgot he was part of that trade. He was a Marley for us. And almost had a dangerous scoring opportunity. Dancing around McCabe. One-timer save. Dakota Joshua gonna chase. Thrun to Henrique. Troy Stetcher. Playing great for the Leafs in real life. Doesn't have that opportunity to play for us here. Not yet, anyway. Waugh missing Janmark. Henrique hammered by Dakota Joshua. There we go. Sending it over. Morgan Riley stretching the ice to Waugh. Skating. Drawing the defense. Not enough. Couldn't even get the pass off. Draisaitl skating down. That's dangerous. That was a really poor change. Thank you, Joseph Woll, for making the save and bailing us out big time. And we jump the gun on the faceoff. Matthews losing it. Wallman trying to get the shot off. Who has the puck? Roslovic sending it down. And Ekholm trying to buy some time. Getting it to Matthews. Getting it to Nyes. Dropping it up to Carlo. Not to Carlo. Tried to get to Carlo. Didn't. Now Ekholm's going to drive. Feed it to Matthews. What a save. Matthews pinned along the boards. Kicking it out. Ekholm is playing way the heck up. And okay. Back to Nyes. One-timer. McDavid blocks it and just steals it the other way in the same movement. Oh, that is so brutal for McDavid. Put the move on us and everything. Just didn't have the support. Mangiapane hit. We're kind of just playing ping pong right now. A lot of contact, a lot of bodies, a lot of loose pucks. Mangiapane alone in the slot. Nope. McDavid trying to get it done. Where was that pass going? Nice. All right, we are surviving right now. Tavares lines up in the circle. Losing the draw. They get a shot that misses the net. Riley picks it up over to McCabe. Back along the boards to Riley. trying to carry the puck a little bit, getting it to Michelli. Tavares hammering a shot, and Nylander's there to grab the rebound. Over to Riley, back to McCabe, hammering a shot, hits a body. Nylander can't get it. Time winding down, under a minute in the game. Michelli intercepting the pass, trying to buy some time here. Over to Riley. We're going to go for the full change. Riley to Kemp. Kemp dumping it in. Tanev, hang back a little bit. Bob McMahon gets out of the way. Getting it to Nurse. They're going to pull the goalie. But is it too little, too late? Kulak's shot hit somebody, I don't know who. Trying to clear the puck, can't. Podkolzin to Nugent Hopkins. Pushed aside. All kinds of chaos. Podkolzin misses the net. Kapanen hit. Podkolzin alone in front. Not enough. Cowan trying to block McDavid's shot. Gets saved. Cowan dumping it away. Time expires, and we hold on to win 3-1 in Ekholm's return to Edmonton. Bob McMahon with the goal is the third star. David Kemp with a goal and 3 hits is the second star. Played very well in the final seconds of the contest. Joseph Woll, 27 saves, 964 percentage, is the first star of the night. All right, we're going to take inventory as we head into the Olympic break. Points leaders: Matthews, Nylander, Tavares. Tavares just under a point per game. Matthews and Nylander well above. Matthews 68 points in 57 games. Nylander 64. Tavares 55. Nyes 48. Domi 48. Riley 36. 30 assists, which is nice. You'd like a little bit more production there. Nylander 18 power play points, going very well. Then you have Michelli 33. Tanev 27. McCabe 26. Waugh 26. I don't know how I feel about that. Lawton 26. That's they have the same stat line. Ekholm 23. How many of those are with us though? Let's see what he's got with us. He has 15 points in 26 games with us, so a lot better than how he was doing in Edmonton. Carlo 23. You want more? Dakota Joshua 20. Lorenz 20 for that dollar amount. I'm okay with. Kemp 17 in 36 games. I'm okay with that. Ekman-Larsson has not been the player here that he is in real life. Only 13 points. Yarncroc with 7. Benoit with 4. He is now a healthy scratch. Cowan with 1 in 7 games, that being a goal. Maybe we can trade Yarncroc. Maybe. Kind of just giving Cowan the time to play because why not? Goalies have been very good. Joseph Woll, 23 wins, 7 losses, 4 overtime losses, 2 shutouts, 913 percentage, 2.45 goals against. Stolars, 22 wins, 3 losses, and 1 shutout. Insane win percentage. 920 save percentage and 2.44 goals against average. So, very good for our 2 goaltenders and this tandem approach, seeing how they stack up against the rest of the league. We are first in the whole league with 92 points. The next closest are the Panthers, who are in our division. The West kind of stinks. They kind of stink. Actually, no, the Atlantic is just much better than everyone. The Penguins, with 64 points, would be 5th in our division, and they are winning the Metro. Taking a look at the team leaders, points, Matthews, defensive points, Riley, goals, Matthews with 38, assists, Nylander with 41, wins goes to Woll, if the song will get out of my way, and rookie points, we have 1 because Cowan's the only rookie. League leaders, Matthews and Nylander at 3rd and 6th, respectively, in the league. Goals, Matthews is 3rd with 38, trailing Pasternak by 3. Quinn Hughes has 62 assists, which is incredible. Nylander is 9th with 41. And we don't have anyone for win leaders. However, given the win percentages, if one of our goalies played the amount of games these guys are playing, we would be up there. So, Overall, very happy with how the team is doing as we head into the Olympic break. A little bit of business to do. Michelli has an expiring deal. He's going to be a restricted free agent, so I'm not too worried about that. I do want to see if we can get Lawton down. 1.7 for 2 years for what he gives to us. I am ecstatic about that. He's going to discuss the extension with some family and friends before moving forward. Stolarz, expiring contract. He wants 5.3 per year. That's going to put us way too tight against the cap. We got to find a way to trade him or shed some salary cap somehow. So I'm going to continue to look and see what makes sense for a trade. Maybe something doesn't make sense, and that's okay. We'll take the best goalie tandem in the league in the playoffs. And, it'd suck if Stolarz leaves, but at the same time, we paid nothing to get him. We signed him as a free agent, so I'm not too hung up about it. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, all of the above, none of the above, fun facts, whatever you want to chat about, leave it in the comments below. That's it for now. We'll be back after the Olympic break here to take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. One final thing. Lawton accepts the extension. 2 years, $1.725 million per year. We lock him up. It's been a solid contributor. You probably like more when you give up a first-round pick and a prospect. He's been good. Solid penalty killer. Solid center for us overall. Pretty inexpensive extension. I will absolutely take that. All right, now we're done.